Hey guys, what's going on? BrickTwins Productions here, back again for another video. And guys, today we're going to be showing you our awesome Moc clone base on Naboo. Now the story behind this Moc, like the story in the Moc, is basically there is a Separatist attack that is being led by Asajj Ventress to take Naboo, or basically try and take the Republic outpost on Naboo. So yeah, that's the main story of it. As you can see, Asajj Ventress is battling Ahsoka in the field, and we'll get into that later, but yeah. So of course you can see many things, and we'll get into the interior later. But this is actually our first Moc of this kind on this channel that we're actually proud enough to show you guys. That's actually good. So yeah. Yeah, this is going to be really good, guys. Hope you really like it. And yeah, let's get into the battle.
Alright guys, so this is the main battle happening on the exterior of the base. So as you can see, there are a lot of vehicles here. So we have an AAT droid gunship, and a bark speed of some other Republic vehicles as well. But basically the 501st and the 212th are battling it out here against the battle droids. So we have a camo trooper, or a camo battle droid, and also some regular battle droids as well. They're operating a cannon here. We've put supports underneath here for the droid gunship. They're just some standard 5x6x1, I believe. Some glass bricks. We have a river flowing through here as well, where some of our characters are placed. So we have a jetpack trooper, and then also an Ahsoka figure who is a decal, which we may make a video on at a later date, as well as this clone trooper here called Jaws. You may have seen him in the logo of our channel, and also the Star Wars Zombie series, and maybe a couple of other places as well. So the exterior of this base is fairly simple. There's not a lot going on apart from just the pure battle. So that's about it for the exterior of the base, guys. We'll move on to the interior now, which is probably my favorite part of the base.
Alright guys, so this is actually the first part of the base that we actually did build. It actually does have a really cool surprise that we'll show you guys at the end. But as you can see here, if we can get in there, we got a little comms room that Anakin and Obi-Wan and some Commander Gree and a ARC Trooper in, and they're just assessing the battle on a holoboard. We've got some clones who are coming out to fight the battle. We got Jedi Master Yoda, Commander Gree, a Scout Trooper, a Padawan and his Jedi Master, and Admiral Krator from the Maul series was a clone officer. And then up here we got a we got a clone, two 501st clone troopers who are operating a cannon that is aimed down at the AAT. And this cannon is from the Millennium Falcon 2019 edition, and the sniper here is actually from our Orion Squad series. Yeah, it's a really cool figure, and he's just sniping some droids. But yeah, it's a really cool base. We got Anakin's Jedi Interceptor here from 2020, and if we get this out, we can see we have a nice little pattern here using some of these, I think they're 8x8s, 8x8 star plates with some grills in them and some flat tiles here, just to add something cool to it. Yeah, also we have some bark speeders here, which are just parked here, and the other one of course is out here, right here, and yeah, so we got some pretty cool stuff, and of course we got some grates that just happened to have a panda there who was just snuck in, and yeah, and also we have this little barrack here. It's kind of hard to see, but if we take off the roof, we can see that there is a barrack here, and we can see another Orion Squad member in there. I forgot his name, but yeah, there's some red chairs and some beds, standard military beds. They're really crappy, so yeah.
So as you can see, guys, the bridge of the base here just came right off, which is a feature that we added. So there's a couple of individual rooms here that I just want to go over. The first one here being the Armory, and that is my personal favorite room of this base. So basically we have an 212th Airborne Trooper, as well as a standard Phase 1 Clone Trooper, with a 501st guy walking by. We have a spare helmet there, as well as a lot of guns on the rack. We've got some red lights in the wall there, which we'll show later as a bit of a special feature. It's a pretty simple room. This wall is a little bit thicker to accommodate for that light there. But next to it, there is a clone in a Bacta tank, and also his friend is comforting him. There's a bit of a piping going around onto the top of the Bacta tank, as well as another light there. So we really wanted to have a lot of lights spaced out across the base. There's a control panel there just to regulate the Bacta fluids that might be going through there. And then on this room over here, which we covered a little bit earlier, we have the control room. So obviously we have some characters like Obi-Wan, Anakin Skywalker, General Gree, and Commander Gree, sorry, and an ARC Trooper. R2's in the back there as well, but he's not really doing much. We have a control panel back there as well for any officers that might need to access it. A collection of crates at the side here. And maybe they're having a meeting about the incoming battle, formulating a plan to come out and rescue the clones, who do appear to be struggling a bit, and the battle outside. Apart from that, guys, those are the specific rooms, so we'll show you the special feature now. Alright guys, so it is a little blurry right now, and a bit out of focus, but that is because we have turned off all the lights in our room right now, including all of the lamps as well. And that is because we want to show you the special feature of this base, guys, and that's utilizing power functions and LEDs and stuff like that, with a power box over there which is being turned on now. And as you can see, it really lights up the separate rooms of the base quite well. If we had enough lights, we'd probably put some here as well. But in the med bay, with the Bacta tank, it shows a lot more of a clinical light here. A light blue, kind of reflecting the Bacta tank's color as well. But in the Armory, this is probably my favorite lighting situation, because it reflects really nicely off some of the clone troopers here. It reflects a lot more of an urgent thing, and it also is a callback to the Armory room in Rookies, where the lights were flashing red as well, in that scene where they were prepping for the droid landing forces. So that's a really nice light as well, and if we take off the bridge again, which we're doing now, we can also see the white light underneath in the conference room here. So this is a lot more, again, kind of like in the med bay, it's a lot more clinical. It's not quite as colorful though, it's more of just there to light up the room rather than to be colorful or a distraction or to alert anyone. It's just there to provide some lighting for the clones and the Jedi generals. So this really lights up the base nicely. It gives a really cool effect, showing through the different colors of the base here.
And also we'll have a picture of what it looks like at night, which will be really cool. So just a reminder to myself to edit that in.
So yeah guys, that is the base. I really hope you enjoyed. This base took a lot of effort. It took us pretty much the whole day to make. We had a lot of fun making it. There's still a lot of improvements we could make in the future, so if you want to see that, make sure to leave a comment down below. But apart from that, guys, like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one.